Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I think I have one person on my live. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, thank you, Miss Alicia. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my live session. You're my first attendee, and I acknowledge your presence. I am sorry for the late start. I had a little bit of technical issues. Just give me a few minutes. Let's wait and see if we will get other people to join. Just a few minutes. Thank you. Great, great. You can hear. Good. Let's give a few more minutes to see if anybody else will join this live. Okay, we have another attendee. Thank you for being here. We are still hanging around for just a little bit much longer to see if we'll have anybody else joining us. Thank you. Appreciate your presence. Thank you for being here. We have another person joining in. Let's wait a little bit longer to see if anybody, oh, that person just left. I am very glad that you are here. I want to make sure that anyone who needs to hear this testimony of mine hears it, because this one is personal. This one is very real. And I believe that God has someone specific that needs to hear this message, if you will. It's 9:14. I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. Okay, let's wait 2 more minutes. Appreciate you for being here. And if you have not yet gone ahead and looked at the introduction of my channel. My channel is called Light for Jada, and it's named in honor of my daughter, Jada, who, when she was very, very young, verbally indicated that her wish, her desire is to become a famous YouTuber. In her words, Mom, I am going to become a famous YouTuber and I'm going to make a lot of money. And of course, as any, probably as any mom would, I smiled, I laughed, I took it in good humor. And here I am. Jada is live. And she continues to shine through me, hopefully. And so this Sunday morning, for a few minutes, I dedicate this time to my beautiful daughter, Jada. Welcome to Light for Jada. Nobody else seems to be stopping by, so I think we could start. It's just a simple testimony that I have. Simple, but could be quite effective if probably heard by the person who needs to hear it. What I'm going to be saying is something that a lot of people don't easily or readily say, especially people who are of the Christian faith. And when I speak, these are my personal perspectives. A lot of people who are considered church people, sometimes things happen and they lose their faith, or their faith becomes less than what it was, and they are afraid to say so for fear of being chastised or for fear of being frowned on, but they lose their faith. And in some instances, this is shown by the person either leaving the the congregation that they once attended, or they still go, but they've lost their faith. And when I lost my daughter, because that's what my testimony is about, when I lost my daughter, I lost my faith too. Not all at once. I never planned on losing my faith. It just happened. It happened gradually. I All my life I had believed in this God, this supreme person, this supreme being who I was told and I was taught and I believed that he loves, he cares, he would protect you from harm, he would keep you away from danger, and he would punish those who were bad and reward those who were good, all of that. And so when I lost my daughter, I got very angry at God, very angry. I won't go into great details. I won't bore you with the details, but there was one specific instance where I drove to the location where My daughter is resting, and I sat in the car. I couldn't leave the car, and it just dawned on me. I was totally overwhelmed by the thought that how comes a God who is so supposedly good could allow or would allow this beautiful angel that he gave me to be here. I mean, life happens, but I think that's when I really started, or I think that's exactly when I probably lost my faith or placed my faith to the side. You see, when you lose a child, something happens, and there is no words, there is no language that can be used to formulate that or to express that feeling. It's just it can only be felt. And unfortunately, I am feeling it. It cannot be verbalized. It can only be felt. I had faith before my loss. I had deep faith, actually. I had strong faith, real faith. I prayed, I believed, I trusted God. And then the thing I thought would never happen, it happened. With a loss like this, you're never the same. Of course, you show up. You have to show up. Life continues. Eh? You have to go to work. You have to pay the bills. You have to take care of other business. You have to function. But that's what you're doing. You're functioning. You are functioning as a broken person. And unfortunately, sometimes the world can be a cold place. The world can be an unaccepting place for certain emotions and certain circumstances. If people don't understand, they can make it even harder for you to function. Not because they're mean or they're uncaring, but because they have not experienced. And some things have to be, unfortunately, some things have to be experienced for them to be understood. And this is an experience that I wish on no one. But when the experience does happen, it is not going to be easily or readily understood by the mass, only by the few to whom it has happened. When I lost my daughter, at one point in the initially, I searched, I searched the internet. I searched everywhere, hoping to find some kind of relief. I searched, hoping that I would somehow come across someone or something that offered me comfort, offered me some kind of comfort that only it's hard to explain. Anyways, I searched the internet, there was nothing. It was a few months after I think I came across a broadcast that was done by a renowned faith leader. And in his message, he was talking about grief. And he mentioned the grief that is born from a mother who has lost a child. And I remember hanging on to every word that he spoke because I craved that connection. I craved hearing that somehow I was not alone in this. This was not something that was foreign just to me because I kept thinking, I am being punished by God. I am being punished. And I went over and over and I recounted all of the transgressions that I had committed. And because I really felt that I was being punished, I really felt that this is only happening to me, even though I know at the back of my mind that, of course, this tragedy has struck other families, other individuals. But in that time, you feel all alone. You see, grief is a very lonely thing. You can be sitting in a room full of people, and yet you feel as if you are the only person on the planet. You feel entirely alienated from everybody else. Even if you have family members around you who offer comfort in their way, you still feel so alone. And it was in that state of aloneness. I hungered, I craved, I searched, I needed some form of connection with another human person who somehow would let me know that, listen, you are not alone. You feel like that, but you are not. And so, months and months and months afterwards, I was sitting one day and the thought came to me, what if there is another person who is grieving and they so desire to hear from someone who understands exactly what they are feeling. And I thought to myself, that is going to be me. That is how I'm going to be using this channel that I have created in my daughter's memory. I'm going to try and give to someone what I needed and could not get. And so that is one of the main reasons why I decided to do this live. Not because I'm brave, I'm not. I'm the least brave person on this planet, but because it is a strong, what would you say? It's a strong thought, it's a strong urge, it's a strong desire that is inside of me that needs to have it done. And to be honest, I have been toying and playing around with doing this, and I kept putting it off because I did not want to be so vulnerable to the world. And it kept coming back to me. And so, if something I believe keeps coming back to you over and over, it is still inside of you and it needs to be done. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here this morning. If I did not do this today, I would have to do it another day because it would keep coming back. Now, the person who needs this message the most might not be on this live stream now, but it can be years after this that they come across this video with me talking, and it helps because back then I needed so badly this connection with another human person, and specifically, more specifically, a mother, a woman who lost a child. And so I am very happy that I did this live, that I'm doing this live. And I'm very happy that you joined me. I have two persons in attendance. Some came and they left. That's okay. I am happy you found this live today. And for anybody who is hearing me, whether now or in the future, if your faith is broken right now because of some loss, something that was taken from you, I am not going to tell you to just pray more and read your Bible more. I mean, that is good, that is all good. I am going to tell you what I wish someone had told me. You don't have to come to God having it all together. He's not like man. You know, if you're going to go in front of your manager at your job to present a case, you have to come well prepared. You have to make sure you say the right words. You have to make sure your body language is not anti the standards of that company. You have to be well prepared to show your case, to present your case. Well, I am here to let you know that with the Almighty, you don't have to be like that. This is my personal point of view. You can come to God as you are. I told God what I'm feeling. I told him what I felt. I told him what I wanted. I told him what I needed. I cried. I cursed. I begged. I pleaded. I made bargains. If you do this, I'll do that. I wished I did all of that. I went down on my face in front of God and I still do. And that is how you can express yourself to God as you are. You don't have to put on a show as we have to do for man. You come to God as you are. Right now, if there is in any way my voice, this video, this live reaches any person, especially a mother who has suffered the on or the indescribable pain of losing a child. If you can hear my voice, you are not alone. God is with you in your grief. God is with you in that pain. God is sitting with you in the darkness. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because God is with me. God is with you in your darkest time right now. You might not feel Him, you might not see Him, but He's with you. And He might not necessarily take you from it, but He will walk with you through it for as long as it takes. I hope this message, this testimony of mine, has somehow helped someone. May God bless us all as we trod this life's path. Thank you for tuning in to Light for Jada. You can, of course, visit my channel and see what it's all about. And of course, there's much more to come. God bless you all. Thank you.